Okay, let's dive right in. The second your paycheck hits your account, a clock starts ticking, and you've got about 15 seconds. That's it. Before your brain starts making some, let's be honest, truly terrible financial decisions. That little window of time, that's everything. And today, we're going to build a system to slam that window shut for good.
No, really, I'm not kidding. 15 seconds. That's all it takes for this massive psychological switch to flip in your head. It's this tiny, critical moment where you are in control, right before your old instincts and habits come rushing in to take over the driver's seat.
And you know, it's a pretty wild transformation when you think about it. 1 second, that direct deposit represents security, right? It's your future, your goals, all that good stuff. But then, snap, just like that, your brain is already doing the math on whether you can swing that new gadget you've been eyeing. Or, just order takeout tonight instead of cooking. That money just instantly becomes a tool for spending.
And this right here brings us to the main event, the ultimate battle between willpower and systems. See, most of us, we try to fight that spending power urge, which is pure, raw willpower. But here's the thing you have to understand about willpower. It's like a battery. It starts full in the morning and it just drains and drains all day long. A system, though, a system runs on autopilot. It doesn't get tired. It just works. It makes the right call for you before you even get a chance to make the wrong one.
All right, so let's dig into this trap first. Let's really understand why trying to rely on willpower is, well, it's a losing game. Every single time. When you rely on willpower, you can easily become what we call a financial sleepwalker. And listen, tell me if this sounds familiar. Your paycheck hits, and it feels like a surprise birthday present. You get this rush of excitement, you start spending, and then, poof! By the end of the month, you're just scratching your head, wondering where it all went. It is such a frustrating cycle of earning and then, well, losing. And the strategy, or the lack of one, at the heart of all this is that promise we all make to ourselves, right? Oh, I'll just save whatever's left over at the end of the month. But let's be real. The mathematical reality is it's brutal and it's consistent. There's almost never anything left over.
So what if we just flip this whole thing on its head? Let's talk about the solution now, because this is how you get a totally different outcome. The philosophy is actually super simple. You build a system that pays your future self first. And the key word there is automatically.
This quote right here just nails the mindset shift we're talking about. Wealthy people, they don't see a paycheck as some surprise party. No way. They see it for exactly what it is, their future financial freedom, just chopped up into these nice, neat monthly installments. It's not found money to go blow at the store. It's a building block that needs to be put in the right place. Okay, but before we can build this awesome system, we got to do a quick checkup, a little diagnostic. We call it the 60% rule. I want you to take a hard, honest look at your true necessities. We're talking housing, food, utilities, transport, the big four. Are those things eating up more than 60% of what you actually take home? And look, you have to be brutally honest with yourself here. If the answer is yes, then this system we're about to build, it's not going to work. Not yet. Because what that tells us is you don't really have a spending problem, you have a foundation problem. It's either an income issue or a lifestyle issue, and that has to be fixed first. This whole system operates on the margins, on what's left over, so you have to have a margin to work with. All right, so assuming you've got that margin to work with, let's get into the good stuff, the mechanics. This is your automatic payday priority list, and I'm telling you, it's going to change everything. The money has to flow in a very, very specific order. It's all designed for maximum mathematical punch. The algorithm itself is super simple. Step 1, you grab any free money on the table. Step 2, you attack your most expensive debt. And step 3, you build up your financial safety net. So let's break each one of those down.
First up, step 1, the free money filter. If your job offers any kind of 401k match, you need to understand that this is, without a doubt, the single greatest investment available on planet Earth. Period. Why? Simple. It's the only investment that guarantees you an immediate 100% risk-free return on your money. You put in $1, they put in $1. Boom. You've just doubled your money, instantly, with zero risk.
Now, a lot of people ask, wait, shouldn't I pay off my high-interest credit card first? And the answer, surprisingly, is no. And the reason is just pure, simple math. Getting a guaranteed 100% gain is always, always better than avoiding a 22% loss on debt. Think of it this way. Not taking your full employer match is literally turning down free money. It's like telling your boss, nah, you can keep part of my salary.
So this has to be priority number one, always.
Okay, so once you're capturing all that free money, then we build a debt firewall. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? Trying to invest your money to maybe get a 10% return from the market while you're paying 22% on credit card debt, that is just financial self-sabotage. It's like you're trying to fill up a bucket that has a giant hole in the bottom. You just can't win.
The most efficient way to tackle that debt is something called the avalanche method. It's simple. You list out all your debts, find the one with the highest interest rate, the most expensive one, and you point every single spare dollar you have at that debt first. You're not just paying down debt, you are systematically hunting down and destroying your biggest, most expensive math problem.
All right, once that high-interest debt fire is put out, we move on to building what I like to call your sleep number, and that's your emergency fund. And the big idea here is that its main benefit, it's not really financial, it's psychological. This is the money that lets you actually sleep at night, because you know a surprise car repair or, God forbid, a job loss, it won't throw your entire life into a tailspin. So what does this look like? Here are the rules. You're shooting for 3 to 6 months' worth of your essential living expenses. Not your full income, just the must-pays. And it absolutely has to be in a separate, easy-to-access account, like a high-yield savings account. Do not invest your emergency fund in the stock market. That's not what it's for. And get this, studies actually show that just having this buffer increases your sense of financial well-being by over 20%. It literally shifts your brain out of survival mode and into growth mode.
Okay, so now we've got our priorities straight. The order of operations is clear. But how do we make this all happen flawlessly, like clockwork, without you lifting a finger? Well, let's get to the final piece of the puzzle. This is the secret sauce that makes the whole system truly, truly automatic.
It's called the one-day delay hack. And it is so simple it's almost silly, but it is incredibly effective. Here's how it works. Let's say you get paid on Friday, the 15th of the month. You do not set up your automatic transfers to happen on the 15th. No. You set them to run on Saturday, the 16th.
Why? Why the delay? Because, let's face it, sometimes payroll deposits are late. Sometimes banks have weird processing delays. This little one-day buffer is your insurance policy. It stops the automation from trying to pull money that isn't there yet, saving you from nasty overdraft fees. And it just makes sure the whole system purrs along perfectly in the background while you're sound asleep.
And this is the beautiful result of all this. You wake up the day after payday, you glance at your bank account, and that number you see? That is your real, true, safe-to-spend number. The money for your retirement, for your debt, for your savings, it's already been whisked away. You never even saw it hit your main account, so you don't miss it. That 15-second window of temptation, it never even opened. You've completely bypassed. And in the end, it really all boils down to this. You can keep trying to be disciplined every single payday, draining that willpower battery down to 0 every 2 weeks, or you can build an intelligent system once and let it run forever, making the perfect choice for you every time without fail. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Are you going to fight this same exact battle again in 2 weeks? Are you going to rely on that tired old willpower and just hope for a different result? Or are you going to take maybe one afternoon, set up the automation, make the right decision just once, and then let that system quietly build your wealth for you in the background? The choice, as always, is yours.